employed a variety of Cavia in an attempt to unmake the adversary. The principle was straightforward enough, though in hindsight I abhor my naivete. My humanity had been unscrolled by the caustic void, and now smirked back at me across the divide, privy to all my unfettered malice and pettiness. In answer, I resolved to hurl into the void minds that were not human. Let it parody them. The proximity of the bestial would force a humbling devolution. Or so I thought. The majority of the Cavia merely died. I gave the void living beings, and it sent me back bedraggled cadavers. The dead lay stacked in pyramids around my deserted lab. I was nothing but a failed priest. But a glass splinter of stubbornness still stuck in me, and so I persisted. The correct combination of creatures would work. I realized my error as I sweated by visionary Nestorwood cinders beside Lloyd, who curled pale and sick from chewing too much of the root. The catalyst was uniqueness. That attribute was what caught the interest of the bland and undifferentiated void. It was not necessary to explore queasy debates about the Oro. Animal minds simply lacked the full distinction of a singular persona. My Kalimos, I was sure, was an exception, but I would not sacrifice that loyal being. Perhaps I should have. The sin I was to commit was worse. The very last breeding pair of Serviulites was smuggled to me, causing Lloyd no small inconvenience. A species on the brink of extinction. Here was the uniqueness the void sought. I was certain to the pit of my entrails. I loaded the pair onto their Seriglass bridal barge, along with an expendable avian and a Norg for mental ballast. Fish, fowl, and beast. A facile equilibrium. They did not die, save one. They came back changed. Witnesses, pilgrims even, chanting freakish praise to the one beyond the wall. I knew then that my gambit had lost. So long as I worked through scapegoats, my guilt would only deepen. I must atone for what I had done through my own blood. Standard laboratory hygiene would have been to dispose of them, but some instinct stayed my hand. The void tongue was an enigma to me, but another, more habituated to the void than I, might one day unravel it. Through the imposition of form upon the formless, they could perhaps glean some meaning. I assigned the Cavia to Lloyd, for I could not bear to look upon them. Not yet. Lloyd is at heart a good and kind man, better than I deserve, and completely oblivious to his own true worth.